Morning, how y'all doing? I'm thankful for another week, another day. Um, Obviously, just getting off the bus from Oklahoma was not the results that we wanted, but you just got to keep fighting. And I've said that before, that you keep fighting. The truth is, a lot of what goes on, right? It's like decided months ago. Like the work that you put in, like you can make some time up, right? But I just don't believe that you can make up that much time. And so it's imperative to work months in advance on whatever projects, whatever assignments. Um, if you have time, you work ahead, and you just you gotta keep going. Like wins and losses are not life. It's not everything in life, but you want to win. You do things so that so that you can win, and so that you can put your best out, right? You never want to go into any competition or anything you're doing in life and not give your best effort. You want to give your very best. You want to give everything, um, and see where the chips fall. Typically, if you give everything, if you worked, if you planned, if you prepared, um, you'll win. Like if you do everything you're supposed to, and you're talented, like you'll win. But it's little things that trip you up. Again, doing turning in assignments. It don't have to even be sports, right? Turning in assignments. I mean, driving your car. Like it's little things that distract you. Your cell phone, uh, looking at someone else car, paying attention to someone else car, and you lose focus for a moment, and that's what caused you to error. And that's all it takes is that little moment to cause you to error that, and you lose focus to end up somewhere you don't want to. And so, like I think it's again, like I said, I think it's important that it's continuous work. It's continuous work, not stopping, um, no matter what your current circumstances are. Like you don't give up. You don't stop. Like your situation is your situation. That doesn't mean that you won't win. It doesn't mean that you won't win eventually. It doesn't mean like your circumstances can change, and it will. Right? You can make them change. And the way you make them change is by continually working. And I think one of the biggest reasons, especially for me, right, is we gotta learn to get out of our own way. We gotta learn to step aside, allow life to happen. I think like a lot of times, right, with me, myself, I want to make it happen myself. I want to do it my way. I want it to work my way, and that's probably not how it's supposed to go. Like it's okay to let life work. Like doesn't mean you don't work. Like you put your work in, right? But you can't control every variable. You can't control everything that goes on. Can't control the red lights, right? And so what I do, if I want to make sure I get up early, like I want to make sure I get to work on time, right? I get up extremely early because I cannot control the lights. What I can control is myself. I can control how I respond. I can control the time that I get up and how long it takes me to get ready. I control that. I don't control the flat tire. I don't control my car not starting. I don't control my water not being on, like, the water freezing or whatever. I can't control the weather. And so I think the thing is we have to understand is that you can't control everything. And because of that, you have to plan or prepare in advance. And even then, listen, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. You're not gonna have your umbrella. Like, what do you do from that? That's the part that we don't plan for. Like, your power might go off while you're doing a homework assignment, and you're on your Wi-Fi. What are you gonna do? But if you wait to the last minute, and I gotta turn my assignment in an hour, and your last 2 minutes the power go off, and you can't submit your assignment, whose fault is that? That's the part of getting out of our own way. The way you do that is you plan ahead. And again, you're not gonna be able to control everything. Like you can't. But if I have time to do it, I do it. If I have extra time to complete things, I do it. Don't procrastinate. Like don't do that. Don't put things off. Don't wait. If you can do it, do it. A lot of our issues are self-inflicted wounds. We do things to ourselves. We get in our own way. We doubt ourselves. We don't put enough work in, and then we don't get our results. Like if you don't put the work in, you're not gonna get the results. And the amount of work you put in determines your level of results. Like that's it. Like if you do 10 push-ups, you're not gonna have a chest. That's not how that works. If you eat whatever you want to eat, but then you do crunches, you're not gonna have like that's not like obviously genetics plays into that, but that's not how that works. You can't live the life that you want and do nothing and expect something from it. Like you have to put in a level of work. And the more you want, the more work you need to put in. The higher grade you want, the more you need to study. That's it. Like it's a simple equation. It's not hard. Um, but we want to wait to the last minute. I used to do that. I used to cram a lot. Wait till the last minute. And sometimes I won, sometimes I didn't. But again, I wasn't the type of person that wanted all A's when I was going to college. That's the truth. If I could get a C, I used to always say C's get degrees. That's the truth. That's how I looked at it. And now I had obviously good grades. In some of the more important classes, I understood that, and that's why I graduated. I think with my bachelor's degree with like a 2.9. But that's average. That's average, and that's how I was in college because I was always in my own way. I always procrastinated. I never did anything ahead of time. I didn't learn that lesson until I got out of college. Until I got into the workroom and realized everybody was working ahead and I was always behind. But my gift, and it still is my ability to relate to anyone. The gift of gab, the ability to talk. And I would talk myself out of a lot of situations. I would talk myself into a lot of situations. And that's why I'm saying like we gotta learn to get out of our own way. Like a lot of the things that happen to us is because of our decisions. Nobody made you run that red light. Yes, you're late, but now you're late with a ticket, and you're probably later. And that's the thing. Like nobody made you raise your hand up. Nobody make you swing at somebody. That's why you suspended from school because you chose to swing. Yeah, they hit you. You could defend yourself, yes, but going overboard. That's what, and we don't look at it that way. We look at everything as woe is me. I can't believe this happened to me. Why is this happening to me? Yeah, why? Ask yourself that, right? Really sit down and ask yourself, why is this happening to me? Is this a lesson? Did I walk myself into this? Was it my error that I'm in this situation? Again, officer asks for your license and registration. You say no. Like there are consequences to that. There are consequences. Like I will keep saying it. I've adopted this over the last like 3-4 years. Life is choices, decisions, consequences, and responses. That's it. And we can get in our own way with that because how we respond is critical to our development, critical to our life, critical to our movement, to our goals. How you respond to anything. You can't control what happens to you. It's going to happen. Things are going to happen. Life is going to happen, right? And most of it is a lesson. Most of it, even your wins, right? How you respond to your wins dictate your future. Like you still got to work at the win. You can't get comfortable. Most people get clipped because they get comfortable, because they have arrived and they stop doing what they think is needed for them to be successful. Again, you keep hearing me say they, them, we, us, because that's us getting in our way. If you sit back and you look at the things that you've this throughout 2025, and you look at all the things that's happened to you, all issues, all roadblocks, I promise you, your response has something to do with it. It's not the world is after you. Listen, there are too many people in the world for the world to just be after you. There are too many people in the world for you to have bad luck. It's your decisions. It's your decisions and your actions. And you can't respond to those consequences. Because you're going to have consequences. You're going to have consequences. You cheat on the test, you might not get caught now, but you'll get caught. You're in your own way. You didn't graduate because you failed classes. Nobody failed you. The teacher didn't fail you. The teacher's not waking up saying, hey, look, today I'm going to fail such and such and so and so. No, what? That don't make any sense. Nobody wants you to fail. You allow yourself to fail because your decisions and your actions and your responses. Like life throws a curveball, you got to learn how to hit it. Or you're going to keep striking out. You'll keep striking out every time. Like I said this before, my grandmother said, you either pass the test or keep taking it. Like you're not going to just move on. Like you might go to the next level or the next opportunity, but that test going to come back around. And it might be in a different form. You're going to have to pass it. You're not going to like everybody you work with. So you got a job to do. You're not going to get along with all your coworkers. Y'all not going to all be buddy and friendly. And you have a job. You're required. You're expected to complete a task. Nowhere in that task says that you have to like your teammates. Respect the work. That's it. You just respect the work. If they don't work, then you do your part. It's a group project. Do your part. When they ask why it wasn't done, it's gonna be understood. Like everybody's got a part to everything. Everybody has a part in life. I go back and I said, but remember, we're all just winging it. We don't know what's going on. We have no idea. Again, today is November 30th and it's 6:50 a.m. I promise you, I've never lived this day before in my life. Yes, I record my podcast every Sunday. I promise you, every Sunday is different. Today, I got straight off the bus and came and recorded. Last week was a home game, and so I was able to sleep and come in here. It's a little different. Every day is going to be different. Every Sunday is going to be different. No matter if we look at the calendar and it's Sunday, yes, it's Sunday, but it's a different Sunday. No one has lived this day in life. I promise you that. This is not the second time somebody's lived Sunday, November 30th, 2025. So none of us have the ingredients. None of us have the way to do anything. We're all winging it. We're all just throwing things against the wall. Yes, we have plans. Yes, we think these things out. But guess what? Life is going to throw you a curveball. You do not know what it is. You do not know where it's coming from. And you just got to be able to wing it. You got to be able to survive to thrive in your environment. But that takes planning and preparation. You're not planning for the curveball. You're just planning on whatever task you have. And you're trying to make sure you prepare yourself, strengthen yourself, right? For every obstacle in your life. If you make your skin tougher, right? If you mentally become tougher, no matter what happens, it won't shake you. It's not like you're planning for destruction. You're just planning for life. You're strengthening your mental because you understand that life at some point is going to happen. Like you can't plan on getting sick, right? But you can have health insurance. Like you can't plan on your car breaking down or your car getting in a wreck, but you have car insurance. Like that's the truth. You don't plan on toothaches, but you can have dental insurance. And that's how you plan. That's what I mean by planning. I don't mean like, walk around the world like, woe is me. This is going to happen today. I got to stay inside and stay in a bubble. No, you're not living. There are ways to plan and prepare for life. And it's not worry. Worry is doubt. It's the opposite of faith. And you won't survive on this earth if you're a warrior. If you doubt everything, like what's the point of what you're doing? I guess there's no way I put in a lot of work to doubt myself. Like, what was the point of me working? What is the point of me getting up every morning at 5 a.m.? Yeah, it's not probably helping and working for me right now, but it will. The work will work. Listen to me. The work will work no matter what. If you don't work, you don't eat. And so therefore, the more you work, the more you eat. But you got to get out your own way. Like, you can't work halfway and expect a full meal. That's not, you. I wish we were in the times where you only ate what you killed, right? Instead of going to McDonald's. A lot of people would struggle. If you had to plant your green beans, if you had to kill the cow, right? If you had to peel the potatoes, like, oh yeah, it'd be a struggle for me myself. But I believe I'll learn. Is that if that was the way for me to survive, I'm gonna learn. Because that I gotta get it. And I'm not saying this to say I know everything, I do everything right. Listen, I fail. I just said we lost yesterday. We lost. We didn't win. We didn't win a lot this season, and that's unfortunate, right? But that goes back to our lack of work. We didn't work hard enough. I didn't work hard enough. I didn't do enough. And that's the results. That's life. Like, it's okay that's life. That's going to happen. You learn from it. Hard lessons teach you life. It prepares you for the future. You just can't stop yourself. You got to learn from it. You can't get so down on yourself that you miss your next opportunity. Like, yes, life, I said that, listen, life is tough. But most of the time, we bring it upon ourselves with our decisions. And the day we realize that, the day that you say, you know what, that's on me, I promise your life will get so much better. But you can't keep blaming everybody else. You can't keep blaming the situation. You can't keep blaming your car for being late. Like, you can't, like, stop that. There are people out here that make it happen without a car. How would you be if you didn't have a car? There'd be more excuses. Stop the excuses. Stop getting in your own way. Stop stopping yourself. We are our own worst enemy sometimes because we get in our own head. That's the job of the enemy, is to confuse you. That's it. He can't make you do anything. No one can make you do anything. I learned that when I was younger. When my dad used to catch me doing something, and I'd try to say my siblings made me do it. Like, nobody can make you do anything. You have your own mind. Nobody can trick you into something. You reason with yourself. And then when you make a decision, it is what it is. Learn from it. It happened. Life is full of lessons. And you got to understand why you're going through whatever you're going through. It's preparing you for something. And you got to get all the way to the end. You got to endure. The winner of the race is the one who endures. It's not the fastest, not the strongest, not the best looking. It's he who endures. We're going to be okay. I promise you, we're going to be okay. I look forward to the next podcast here. Like, we're going to be okay. Don't duck smoke. It is what it is. This is life. This is where you are right now. That don't mean that's going to be your situation in the future. You're just going through a rut right now. It's okay. Don't get in your own way. Don't stop your own progress. I love y'all. I believe in you. I promise you. And again, I always say, when I say I believe in you, I'm looking dead at this camera, which is, this video is showing me looking at me. Because I believe in myself. I know we can do it. You just got to keep going. Don't stop. I love y'all. Be blessed.